So it escapes me, Madam Speaker, why we don't want to take back our Boledo. Why it is that we are content with making sure that a small clique collect all the revenue whilst we have to hustle.
Long before the Boledo ever came back under government control, reclaiming it for Belizeans was a rallying cry from the opposition benches. Back then, Brad's Gaming ran the lottery. But once the PUP formed the government, it moved quickly to take the reins and establish Belize Government Lotteries Limited. And in 2023, Prime Minister John Brisena laid out exactly how that transition would unfold.
The BGLL will be required to promote, conduct and manage lottery schemes, B, to distribute earnings from the lotteries, all the winnings, all the profit from the lotteries, it so administers to the National Health Insurance, the NHI, and to the official charities fund, which we hope we could do some more monies for sports for young people, and maybe even some money for education.
And this justification to nationalize and plans for the profits was echoed by all members of the administration.
We wanted to return Boledo to the government of Belize, to the people of this country, and whereby it will benefit them in return in terms of services that will be rendered further to them through health, education and sports.
As a part of our commitment to sports, including track and field, the government is committed to using the proceeds from the Boledo and lottery when that is started up to promote sports.
The problem I had with the previous owners was that you never heard them sponsoring any sports team. You don't hear them the sponsor of Ruta Maya. You don't hear anything when it comes to that.
For the past 2 years, most of the revenue from the National Lottery has been funneled straight into expanding national health insurance. But the sporting community kept asking when would their promised share finally show up. Well, on Thursday, that long wait ended. Sports Minister Anthony Marler received the first $1 million from a $2 million allocation coming from lottery profits. The second installment is expected in March, and for athletes and coaches across the country, it couldn't come soon enough.
This is a commitment from the Prime Minister, from the CEO, and from the FOE Lottery or FOE Boledo. And so this will go a long way in terms of getting the programs for sports going, getting some of the facilities going. We have a long way to go from where we want to be, but this $2 million will be a tremendous help. We're getting the first $1 million today, and then in March we'll get the second $1 million.
Okay. Sir, can you provide us any sort of insight as to how you intend, or how the ministry intends to use this money for the advancement of sports?
So we want to invest in some of the programs, developmental programs. Right now we're working on a sports strategy and of course sports policy and the modernization of the legislation, and we're working on some of the facilities, and then we want to develop some of the programs with the federations and the associations who do the heavy lifting day in and day out. But this money will definitely go a long way, and I'm proud to be a part of this process.
For national sporting federations, the announcement signals more than just funding. It signals intent. Jacob Leslie, president of the Belize Basketball Federation, describes the moment as significant for athletes countrywide.
I just saw the news this morning, actually. I was on Facebook and trying to catch up on the news, and I saw it, and I think as well with everybody else who's in the sporting community, it's a big moment for us. I think when we heard last election that Minister Mala along with Devin Daly would be the ones in charge of the Ministry of Sports, Youth and Sports, there was a level of excitement and anticipation and a great expectation in regards to what we anticipated that DUA would do now. And I think what it signals is, for the first time that I could remember, we had people who wanted that ministry, right? Normally that ministry is given to individuals, and they were purposeful in what they are trying to do, and not reliant only on what is there, but seeking other avenues to generate revenues, to provide opportunities for athletes. So I'm excited. I think it bodes well for us as athletes, as those who advocate for athletes who are in the positions to try to make a difference through sports. So it's exciting times to be involved in sports, and a definitely exciting time to be an athlete.
For many athletes and sports administrators, the payout isn't just about money. It's about finally seeing a political promise become real. It's a promise that started as a rallying cry in opposition and later became one of the main justifications for government's takeover of the lottery. Now the spotlight shifts. The question is no longer if the funding will come, but whether this new revenue stream can actually deliver the transformation Belize's sporting community has long been waiting for. Shane Williams reporting for News 5.